We are Kiwi Brick Exchange, a Bricklink seller located in Wellington, New Zealand. We resell on Bricklink and BrickOwl, and these videos will provide you a behind the scenes look into our systems and processes. Welcome into the vlog for another week. We are sorting through a number of different parts at the moment, putting into our sorting categories into boxes, because we have a lot of space in the store since our sale last week, and so trying to get a whole bunch of used parts into the store. And we are starting back at proper work, is what I call it, after the school holidays this week. So our aim is to aim to do about 1 hour or so of sorting each day, just to see how many parts we can get in as possible. We've put up things like this is going on to Marketplace, not my football boots, but our storage boxes. We've put up a whole bunch of our bulk off-cut stuff that didn't make it at the store, as well as carry cases and a Lego water bottle. And so that's sort of going to be our focus for the week, is trying to just clear a bit more space. We can see these boxes are getting quite full, so parting each one of those out once it's into parts is a really good thing to do. And you would have seen from last week, we have some brand new organisers which are living on our desks. So we're filling up the space here, seem to be the best use of it, and going really well. So that's going to be the focus for the week for the vlog. And we'll probably do a little bit of a look back, I think, over the last couple of months and just see what is selling in the store, and probably updating with you guys a bit of different things. The other thing we're going to be looking at this week is trying to find all of the parts for this set here, set 6721, which is one of the dinosaur sets from, I think it's about 15 years ago. And we seem to have a whole bunch of other parts for it here as well. And just the set alone was, I think, $60 on Bricklink. And that was for the set, not even for the pieces. So hopefully we've got a couple more of those. I think it's missing 2 or 3. And we may even have enough for another one as well. And trying to finish as many of these figures as well. We talked about in previous vlogs, we've got Lord of the Rings. We've got some different Star Wars parts as well. And so there's only a couple of little bits on each one that needs to be finished. So either we'll sort through our bulk lot and see what we can get in, or we will make a bit of a wanted list and we'll take you through that process as well. And straight away we have our first find of the day. I'll try and get the camera to focus, but this is the hat from the Witch of Series 2. To have minifigure parts from all the way back in Series 2 in this lot is amazing, and we just found a vehicle base that's only from sets released in the early 2000s. So yeah, just some amazing parts in here. Really looking forward to seeing what value we get from this one. Well, this tub is about as full as I think it's going to get, and we've had a quick look on top of most of our bulk, and we can't find any more plates. So here is all of our large plates. Anything bigger than a 2x is going to be getting parted out. And I do love this little re-brickable mat, because we just go really quick and know exactly the size as well. And then obviously we can just stack them up to get them in the store. And we managed to finish 4 different figures. We've got a mime here from the Lego Batman movie. We've got a very early on Joker, and then Jargo, and also a Chima figure. So those will be going in the store, trying to get about an 8-litre tub parted out. It's Monday night and I am determined to find as many parts to these minifigures as possible. So we are doing as quick as possible a sort through this pile here. We've done this much so far, and I've at least I reckon at least I've found about 4 or 5 parts that we're missing, just those one pieces for minifigures. And at the same time, what we're trying to do is a nice big bulk lot of bricks, and so just pulling out those as we see them and doing a pretty quick sort through. So that's gone pretty well so far, and going to get them in the store. You'll see just up over on the shelf over there is a nice full box of bricks. So that's sort of our next step as well. Chilling out on the ground because there was nowhere else that I could put this, so I've just dumped it, and then we're slowly working through it. So hopefully we find particularly those Lord of the Rings parts. And just a reminder, if you're enjoying these vlogs, make sure you hit the subscribe button below, like the video, and comment some feedback, or let us know what you're up to. Really does help the video, and we're pushing towards that 1,000 subscribers mark. So what are you waiting for? It's free. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into the vlog. This is what we pulled up so far that I considered quite interesting bits. And, you might be wondering, why would you bother going through that whole thing? Is it going to be time consuming? Yeah. I get the complaints. But things like this ball here, So this is around $3 or $4. And we found 2 of them. And I got very excited thinking this was Lord of the Rings, but actually no, of course, it's the Newt Gunray's helm. But you know, that's all we were missing, and that's a $7.50 minifigure from 15 years ago in, what I can tell, really good condition. So, you know, it's another $750 going to the store, and we got all of those to complete. And I do notice that we spotted the other wing of that one there. There it is. There's another minifigure complete. So I think this is worth my time. Plus, it's kind of fun, right? You're trying to find that needle in the haystack, except that instead of a needle, it's some nice gold. So we're going to get through more of these, see how many we can finish off tonight. Just when we thought we were getting down to the dregs and there was nothing left, we found what we came for, people. Finishing off the Elrond. Plus a cake when we find it. But hey, this is what we want. Tuesday in the store, and I have a helper doing a great job. Can you tell me what you're doing currently?
I'm trying to get the... Oops, I just dropped one.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the square ones.
Oh yeah, the square ones, the 2x2s. So we're sorting through all these bricks today, putting them into categories, and then we'll do a bit of colour sort. And this one is a pro colour sorter, and doing a great job of sorting. This is very good. How much are you getting paid today? Nothing.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to get nothing.
I would like one. I would like 5 coins.
Okay. Well, it's a very late Tuesday / early Wednesday, and we've just managed to finish off about 14 different minifigures and find the 2 beak parts for the pterodactyls over there, and just put a bit of a Bricktale file together, and this will see how much value we've found just from that final sort there. And it was $150 in minifigures, and we've still got some really awesome ones here. We've got the Elrond missing the cape, and a Galadriel, a couple of Star Wars, and older figures. They're just missing 1 or 2 parts. And we're also making a wanted list for this one here, because this is just 1, again, or 2 parts missing from minifigures. So pretty quick to make a wanted list and get that in the store. And then we're just going to upload these as minifigure parts. So really, really good value. While it's not the largest number of minifigures, a lot of these minifigures are really good value, and a good range as well to add onto the store. So we're going to go to bed now and catch up with you tomorrow. Just got home from work, and this is my wife telling me that she is a good wife, playing my vlogs for me. So kind.
And this
Sorry, what was that?
And this is when we were at our old house.
Yes, this is early days of the vlog, and it's like a vlog of a vlog. Alright, so we are in the shop on a Wednesday afternoon, and we've got everything into part type. We've got a couple of tubs here of 2x2 bricks, lots of 1x's, some larger bricks and things over here, corner pieces, standard bricks, and some slightly larger ones. And basically this is what we get into our categories, and what I'm trying to do is basically just fill up as much as possible so that when we do a part out to colour, we're basically maximising the time we have putting it into the store. So I do have a bit of a helper with me, and while we're sorting, we're finding some interesting things. What did you find before on that little car wash one? This one here. So some interesting parts, and we're having a bit of a hunt through. You're finding that as a nice roller, but not quite what we're aiming for, but that's okay. But we're trying to get as many bricks as we can find, just sort of on the top here, and filling up those parts. And at the same time, that's an arch. Oh. At the same time, trying to see if there's any pieces, and the mini one is raiding a few. She had her eye on these purple panels. And that's the life of selling on Bricklink. Yes, you found your own container. So we're trying to get as much in the store today as possible, trying to fill up some of that bulk that we lost, or not lost rather, that we sold in the sale. But just a couple of things that mentioned previously is that was the sort of motorized unit just there for $30, and this is quite an old piece here. Not sure what's in working edition, but some of them are going for about $20, $25 on Bricklink. So some good value, basketballs and things. So really, really nice finds so far. Ladies and gentlemen, the wifey is sorting. This is a monumental moment it might last 20 minutes. But it's now family business. I'm getting evil stares, but there's sorting that's happening. Great times, everybody. Now, I hope this is not Brickpocalypse 2.0, because I did not see any notification about this for maintenance. But 2.5 hours, people, and we're just ready to upload. So we'll see how we go for that, featuring a very excited child in the background. But we are aiming to get some of these in, and the value of these are supposed to be quite good. So looking forward to see how it goes. And we've got some good stuff in here, along with our bricks. Right, well that's some of the desk clear, and into some of our new organisers. And the upload we were just about to do is a pretty good one. 695 items, 52 lots, about half of those are new, and $117 of value. Really bumped up by those basketballs that we talked about before. Not sure why the photo's not showing up, but you know, for $6.50 and 5, you know, sell-through rate isn't great, but really good. And we finished off a couple more minifigures from the bulk lot that we mentioned previously. And so a little bit more sorting we're going to go on tonight. We're going to see if we can finish off this set here, set 6721. I think I've found one or two of the last little parts, and we're making a bit of a wanted list for minifigure parts and finishing off pieces, just things that we couldn't quite find, but it's probably worth our time if we can sort of get most of them from a single store. So we'll have a look at that on Bricklink, and really cool way of making a wanted list, and you can export that wanted list to the clipboard and then copy it into Bricklink. And we would prefer doing it this way. Just watching the Brick Shed and just talking about how he does with a light box and a webcam. It's probably something we're going to be looking at doing. At the moment, what I'm doing when I'm sort of identifying parts is I'm doing a quick scan on my phone and then having to manually type it. But I think going into this Brick Store file here, having the webcam set up so it's automatically populating it and we're just clicking it is going to be a more efficient option. So I really do like that. He's sort of a further on store from what we are, and similar to how I run things, I think, in terms of mainly used. We are sort of probably at 50-50 at the moment, but I'm seeing a little bit more value in used as long as we can get some of those methods a bit quicker. So that's the plan for the rest of the night, and we'll see how we go. But it's been a busy old day. Not a lot of orders this week to show you, and that is to be expected, I think, after a bit of a sale. So really, it's just looking at this, well, that looks pretty tidy there, this mess that's coming around the corner here, because this is organised in my brain, I promise. It might not be in anyone else's, but it is. But this is just the tray of minifigure parts that we're still to sort and make, and we've already got, I think, about $650 worth of minifigures. Then we've got this entire tub of parts. So really, really good haul, really worth our time, I think. And I think there's a good number of figures in there, the Lord of the Rings ones we mentioned, and some, you know, so just some nice parts. I think even sitting in here somewhere is the bagpipes and other little accessories, which are about $5 or $6. We've got that witch's hat we mentioned. So there's a really good amount here, and if we don't make the entire figures, it will be really good to upload as parts, and that's the one there for our wanted list. So lots more sorting. We want to get some of our tubs down, and really we're in a position to look for another purchase. So if you are watching this and you're wanting to sell some Lego to us, you know, reach out. Flick me a DM on Instagram and we'll work something out. Speaking of minifigures, Terry reached out this week just talking about the What the Fig website and how this works. So essentially what it is if you have a Bricklink store or an XML file of minifigure parts, which you can make through Brickstore, you can upload the file, and it's a tool to sort of work out what figures you can build from the parts in your inventory. Obviously, minifigures are going to sell, well, most of the time, better than minifigure parts. It's a free account, but there are some perks for premium members. We haven't looked into that quite yet, but I do like the perks that you can do. So we'll choose our file and show you what minifigures we can make with the parts in our store. So here we have the What the Fig website now with our XML file uploaded. Obviously there's premium features to add on things like highest value figs per part and a range of different things that you could be doing, percentage owned, part at value, etc. But what you can do with the free version is just flick through and see what figures you can build. And obviously you're going to have a lot of town or city figures that you can build with multiple parts. But we've been looking through this previously and found a couple of Star Wars ones that we've had the parts for and would be better to add on as a minifigure rather than just the individual pieces. So definitely a good option. Also shows you your location as well, what price you've got it for, 6-month average of what you've got it at. So I can also see this being quite a good check of how much we're listing it for compared to what actually the average is as well. So I can already see quite quickly that most of the pricing that we've got it at is definitely a little bit more expensive than what the 6-month average is. So something to do with your minifigure parts. Really, once we've uploaded them, we're not going to probably go back through this process, but it is an option for people out there with a Bricklink store. So this afternoon in the store, and the desk is looking relatively clean because most of the sorted bricks up here ready to go in the store are up on the side. And some good news for me, or at least good news for the store. I've torn a ligament in my foot playing football, so going to be a lot more store action happening, more time to sort, but a little bit less exercise for me, which is not the best, but hey, part of life. And this bag has been quite literally staring at me all week, and so I think we need to start sorting through this and get some of those in the store, particularly as the minifigures that we were sorting through have sort of reached the peak of what we can find. I think really now I'm not really finding any complete minifigures or anything, it's just parts. And so getting something set up like this, I'm going to redo these bricks to organize the minifigures. Did see a nice little way of somebody doing it where they've had 3D printed some special little sort of cylinders or gaps for these to slide into. I think definitely that's a good option, but I think this is easier for access and for moving things around as well. And definitely some minifigures that we can add to our wanted list. So I had a quick look at the wanted list last night, and not a lot that we can really add on from New Zealand anyway. So I might just sort of have to sit on that for a bit and see if there's any other parts. And this is what we've got here ready to be added to as well. So a lot more sorting tonight. We've got a few cups of bricks and things to add in. They're all ready in part type, just need to be colour sorted. And we might sort of just go through a bit of this used bulk and just see what we can find. Particularly liking the look of this nature container, so adding some more plant pieces and animals and things into the store. We did find another one of these. It's in slightly better condition, although there seems to be issues on the studs, so adding another one in the store will be great as well. I've just redone the minifig head organizer, which now nicely will be all at the same height and stop it sliding off as well. Just little jobs that we're doing while the laptop is being borrowed, and that is one that we've done just now. And around in the store, we are sorting through another tub of used. This is one that I missed checking. This is under the desk over there when we're doing our bricks. But it's really good parts, lots of plates in here. And our aim is to do some plates next. So we're going to grab as many as we can out nice and quickly, chuck them in. The nice thing about this one is all really good condition and clean. So we don't have to worry too much about check. It is mainly Lego. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 pieces that's not Lego. So it makes it a lot quicker to go through and sort through. So that's going to be our next job. Sorting through this one, grabbing out as many pieces as we can. And just want to give a bit of a shout out to Andy, who sent us through this video. He bought from us during the sale, and he's building this Batmobile from junk parts, and there's one of the pieces from our order. He also runs a Bricklink store over in New Zealand, so thanks very much, Andy, for sending through the video. Right, we just uploaded 450 parts for $44 of value. Not, again, the highest value with bricks, but getting more pieces in the store is really good. And we're just going to take you to show you a bit of a wanted list that we have purchased to fill in some minifigures. And this wanted list here actually has a couple of parts that is a good way of going about it. We need 2 reddish brown hands, and the seller that we're buying from is one that we connect with over here in New Zealand, and so easier for me to just buy a figure or part out some of the pieces or change the hands and give it to the wee one and keep it for figures. But these are finishing a number of figures. The bandana is for the Highwayman. It's about a $20 figure. This one here for a Star Wars figure. We need a couple of dark grey soaps for the set 6721. This one here, and then just one more piece to complete that set. We might even try and sell it without that. A couple of minifigure brackets, just finishing off a set as well, and a couple of different parts. This backpack for a Star Wars figure, I think that one's for an Ninjago, and for $10 of pieces, this is a really good solver of a problem, which was a couple of parts missing from the figures that we couldn't find. So looking forward for that to arrive, and then we'll be able to finish figures and get them in the store. That's all from the vlog this week. If you've been liking this content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And check out this video.